Good evening, good Monday, and welcome back to our first post-Thanksgiving broadcast. I hope your weekend went well and hope it was wonderful for you all. We will tonight get right back into gear, news-wise, bearing down on the next big weekend, which is just ahead of us. That, of course, being the big Sagersville Hometown Christmas celebration, yes, this weekend. A lot to talk about there, not just the list of events, but your weather forecast is going to factor into that tonight. We're going to keep our close eye on that one, and Sagersville's not the only one having a Christmas parade and a celebration this coming weekend. So the weather is a big deal. Weather-wise, I can tell you, more cold air like today in store. Mid-30s today. We won't make it that far tomorrow. I think low 30s, winds still moving around briskly, which will mean wind chill factors again. Tomorrow, I think in the morning, throughout the early morning and afternoon, into the teens for some folks, maybe single digits for those a little more to the north of us in the northern parts of Kentucky. And then there's a couple of rounds of what could be some significant rainfall headed our way towards the end of our 7-day, which could have a little timing issue with all of our festivities, Christmas related. So much to talk about weather-wise when we get to there in just a few moments. Much to talk about. 2 homes in McGoffin County destroyed by fire since I saw you last. A couple of arrests to pass along. And a couple of other things as well to talk to you about tonight, including a new calendar and much, much more. A reminder before I go any further, just in brief tonight, that the court clerk's offices across the state are having that big migration of some 350 million records to their new and improved system, which is 8 years in the making. And December the 29th will be the last day of operation for about a week for the McGoffin County Clerk's offices, and many others as well. This is a statewide thing affecting every clerk's office, so just a little warning, that's a month from this Thursday, so any car registrations, anything of that nature that you won't be able to do during that time and you need to get done, well, you've got a few weeks to see that it gets there. 2 homes destroyed by fire since I saw you last. The first over on Flat Fork at the mouth of Jellicoe Road, where a McGoffin County man's home was completely destroyed by a fire that right now the fire department believes may have originated from by an electrical nature near or around the clothes dryer. The first of the 2 fires and homes destroyed is this one. This was around 6:20 or so Friday evening at the mouth of Jellicoe on Flat Fork. The North McGoffin Fire Department responding. I just got off the phone with their chief, Josh Jenkins, a few moments before airtime, and he confirmed that they did respond to this structure, which was completely engulfed in flames upon their arrival. They later spoke with the resident who had left the home and going to a neighbor's for a brief period of time, and in doing so, confirmed that he had left the clothes dryer on and running. Jenkins says they were able to get the blaze put out, saving at least a portion of the structure, 1-bedroom area, and able to make entry and determine that indeed it either started at or around the clothes dryer, as there was also a heat source in the same room. The home was completely destroyed except for the one end that the fire department was able to save, at least structurally. However, it rekindled several hours after they left the scene, and once they returned, the home was completely gone at that time. Again, no injuries were reported, and about 6,000 gallons of water was put on the fire by North McGoffin. The second of the 2 fires was on South River Road. This was Saturday over the course of the holiday weekend. I spoke with Chief Tanner Stevens of the District 3 Fire Department, and he confirmed that this fire looked as though it started in the kitchen area, and they were able to put out the fire before it spread to the rest of the home. No one was at home at the time of the blaze. However, when they got there, one of the residents was literally fighting the fire with a water hose, holding the fire at bay until the fire department arrived and was able to put more water on the structure. As far as fire damage, confined mostly to the kitchen area of the home. However, as you can see, smoke and water damage were sustained throughout most all of the structure. And again, no injuries reported with that fire as well. The home, again, as is the case in the first, a total loss. A few arrests to pass along to you this evening. I will pick up that report, or those, I should say, in just a second.
Platinum Award-winning singer-songwriter Chris Jansen is coming to the MAC, and he'll be playing hits such as Buy Me a Boat.
But it can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull.
Fix a Drink.
But I can fix a drink.
And one of his most recent hits, Good Vibes.
I'm getting them good vibes. I'm living this good life.
Get your tickets now. Call 1-888-MAC-ARTS, stop by the People's Bank box office, or visit macarts.com.
I got me a full cup.
Get the right fit, the right tread, and the reliability you need for whatever you're rolling in at Conley Tire, where right now through October the 31st, get a $100 rebate on Generals, $120 on Kumos, and go to conleytire.net to find other special offers on the biggest names, plus brakes, oil changes, and computer diagnostics, all with 6 months no interest at Conley Tire in Staffordsville.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Syersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics. 2 locations, 2 ATMs, too much history, over 120 years, and just too many reasons not to trust the oldest, only banking family that exists for the sole purpose of helping your families, our friends, grow financially and securely. Lean on Syersville National Bank for any of your home, auto, commercial, retirement, or online banking needs. And let us help you make your dreams come true. Dauphin County Sheriff Bill Meade tells me that yesterday afternoon he and his deputies were called to a domestic violence situation in which a man's throat was cut and his brother is facing serious assault charges. 37-year-old Justin Baldwin of Syersville is still in the Big Sandy, facing assault and the first domestic violence charges, a felony assault charge. After EMS, the Sheriff's Department, and all responding first responders arrived at the residence on Far Middle Fork, the left fork of Punchin, after the call came into 911. Meade says that once arrived, they found that a brother had a knife wound, serious in nature, to his neck and was taken to Paintsville ARH with a cut throat that did not, fortunately, hit the artery but came reasonably close, and arrested the other brother, Justin Baldwin, charging him with assault in the first degree. The case still under investigation by Eugene Salyer of the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, who was assisted by the Kentucky State Police, as well as, again, all responding EMS. While the brother arrested claimed that he was picking up the knife to show his brother, and then his brother turned his head, and that's how the cut was sustained. Again, it's under investigation by the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. Under investigation by the Paintsville PD is the case of Christian Crace, 28, of Paintsville, another knife-related incident that took place on Friday over the course of the holiday weekend. That's when Paintsville PD responded to VIP Fuels. There was a fight in progress that was called in to 911, saying that at least one person had a weapon. When they arrived, they found this man, 28-year-old Crace, at the scene in possession of a knife. And during a search, they also found him in possession of quantity of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and a quantity of prescription medication not in its original container. Crace now faces 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance, one in the second offense of methamphetamine, one in the third offense or third degree for drug unspecified, terroristic threatening, and public intoxication of drugs. It kind of feels as though it's going to be a little hard to catch our breath before the next big holiday weekend. Yes, Christmas is still a little less than a month away, but the big Sagersville Hometown Christmas celebration is this coming weekend. And a lot of things added this year. I'll run through those in more detail in case you want to participate in just a few seconds. Right now, here's tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Candy Cane Lane is open nightly, 5 to 10. All the twinkling lights and holiday sights on the Gardner Farm at the Ivy Point Hill. You know the drill. It's been a wonderful place for Santa to stop and hang out now for a number of years. And our buddy Ben Gardner and everyone there is just anxiously awaiting your arrival as well. And don't forget, Santa's mailbox, kids, is at the end of the lane. And don't forget those return addresses on any letters you send to Santa. Nightly, every night, 5 to 10 between now and, of course, Christmas. Candy Cane Lane. The Christmas Wreath Lunch and Learn is tomorrow, 10 to 6 at the McGoffin County Extension Service. You can call bright and early in the morning if you see if there's any spots left. It's just $15, and they'll give you everything you need to have to make your own beautiful live wreath and take it home with you. They also have, of course, coming up a couple of other big things. The Big Country Ham Curing event, I'm going to say, where you can cure your own ham. It will be done in January. You have to register by this Thursday, and it all starts soon thereafter. $50 per ham. You'll go through the entire curing process, take your ham home with you to eat when it's all said and done. And don't forget, the Holiday Vendors Fair is this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 7 Friday, 10 to 1 Saturday at the Extension Service. A lot of local vendors are going to be there, and if you still want to be one, give them a call, 349-3216. They might have some more space available. And call me. I always have space available for your calendar announcements, and of course, that includes all the wonderful birthday and anniversary announcements that you would like to share with everyone in the viewing community as well, which is a bigger community every day, and I'm very fortunate for that. Right. Services funeral that is brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home were held earlier today for Belinda Rui Jackson Cantrell, 61 of Oil Springs. She passed away on Wednesday of last week, the daughter of the late Ollie and Molly Carty Jackson. She survived by her son Matthew Joseph, her brother Johnny Jackson, and sister Monty Jackson, as well as her granddaughter Madeline Sky Joseph, and 3 step-grandchildren, Haley, Stacy, Hayden Pack, and Brooklyn Pack. Funeral services, again, were held earlier today in her honor. Services were also held earlier today for 39-year-old Kevin Lynn Howard of Sayersville. He passed away Thursday, the son of Arthur Lynn Howard and Patricia Teresa Dyer Howard, who survived. He is preceded in death by his brother Ryan Stephen Wells. He is as well survived by his daughter Caitlin Howard, sons Braxton Mills, Ryan Howard, Andrew Michael Howard, Kendall Crace, and Keelan Howard, as well as his brother Alexander. Again, services held earlier today. Services will be held this Thursday for 80-year-old Jonda Lee Betty Salyer, trustee of Sayersville. She passed away Sunday at Pikeville Medical Center. The daughter of the late Robert and Eliza Post Salyer, she survived by her sons, Charles David Trustee and James Lynn Trustee, her daughters, Kim Conley and Deidre Dee Lewis, brother Joe Darrell Salyer, and sisters Sue Bailey Gamble and Patty Burks, and 8 grandchildren. In addition to her parents, Betty is preceded in death by her husband, Charles Trustee, and 1 son-in-law, Luke Lewis. Services will be this Thursday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can call on the funeral home that morning after 11 for a visitation. And arrangements are still being set at this hour for 58-year-old Troy Romans of Sayersville, who passed away Sunday at his home. Those to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
'Tis the season to tech the halls, and Appalachian Wireless makes it easy and affordable. This deal continues through Christmas Eve. Get an iPhone 13 for a penny with trade-in. I think an elf just passed out.
I'm okay.
1 penny for an iPhone 13 128 gig with a trade-in on a 2-year contract with a mix and match or unlimited plan. Plus, no activation fee. Teching the halls has never been so easy. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Visit AppalachianWireless.com for trade-in and credit requirements. Terms and conditions apply.
It's in the air and it's on the calendar. Fall is here and the seasonal shop is filled with new clothes for the season. new arrivals from Charlie Page, Mud Pie, Royce, and more. And the new shoes are some of their favorites that they've ever had. And beautiful t-shirts and sweatshirts for every occasion and season, plus new shirts for all the Wildcat fans, the Montgomery County Hornet fans, teachers, football mamas, and more. And fellas, they didn't leave us out either. After many requests, they have brought back the fan favorite Turn Rows, shirts, and hoodies, and they've got a large selection of Ridge and Holler. And if you need a little self-pampering, their new selection of spa gifts are the perfect gift idea or a treat for yourself. Fall and Halloween decor on the floor right now. It's gorgeous, and Christmas is coming through the door right now, all at the seasonal shop.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or a relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
A lot of new and neat things going on during and simultaneously. A lot of new and neat things going on along with the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Celebration, a walk down Candy Cane Lane, as it's very appropriately themed this year. I'm going to go through that list for you in just a few seconds because you still have time to register for some and be a part of a lot of other contests and competitions and really fun things for the whole family. But let me tell you how you can be entered to win some really cool gifts. The Kentucky Main Street program, the Main Street Renaissance program, of course, you're familiar with, which we have here in Sagersville, as do a lot of other Kentucky counties, are participating in a statewide Main Street Peppermint Trail program. They're trying to get everyone to discover the downtown shopping and shop local. And December the 1st and 2nd, that's this coming weekend, Sagersville's antique shops are having their community Christmas open house, and a few other folks are joining them as well. The Keeping Room, for example, on West Maple Street is having their 25th old-fashioned open house this coming weekend. West Maple Antiques, which is between me and the Keeping Room, of course, on West Maple. Parkway Peddlers Mall, as well as our friends at Fraser's Prater Drug Store and the fountain inside there, some neat eats and treats, and of course the seasonal shop are also part of the Peppermint Trail. They are participating, and they are among others in the region which have come together for some really cool prizes, and every time you shop at one of these locations, you're registered to win. And I'll tell you more about that as we go through the other list of a walk down Candy Cane Lane events. And of course, we'll see our own Ben Gardner as our Grand Marshal for the parade, is recognizing him for all the work he does on Candy Cane Lane every year. Part of the celebration this year is the home decorating contest. You have to register by this Friday. Once you do, you'll be in the competition. There's an entry form you fill out. You get a candy cane yard stake in your yard so people will know you're a part of the contest. And the judging will be not during the weekend, so you've got to have your lights up and ready the week of December the 11th through the 15th, and that's when they'll be judged. So that's the home decorating contest. And of course, during the entire event, as for the weekend itself, this coming weekend, you'll find hot chocolate and apple cider and cookies at the Historical Society and a lot of other downtown locations. There'll be a live nativity scene, of course, across from City Hall in the Sagersville City Park. And then a part of it as well is the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Cookie Contest. If baking is your thing, there'll be a Christmas cookie, obviously, decorating baking contest. You bring your cookies to the Renaissance Building the day of the Christmas parade. You can find details in an application or entry form at Sagersville City Hall. I think you can find them online under the Sagersville Hometown Christmas Facebook page as well. And it's You don't have to make the cookie on site. You get to make it and bring it and enter it into the contest to win. You bring it the day of the parade, which of course will be this Saturday. Now, speaking of the parade Saturday real quickly, it will, as always does, start at 6 o'clock. Our Grand Marshal will be none other than Ben Gardner. And of course, he will be joined by Santa and Mrs. Claus at the very end of the parade. And after the parade is over, and lineup will start, by the way, at 5 o'clock, the big show will be at the Sayersville Fire Department, where Santa and Mrs. Claus will have presents for all kids 12 and under. Free toys, kids. Come by after the parade for kids 12 and under. Now, going back to the shop, the Peppermint Trail event, well, this is a regional thing, and for example, there are 3 baskets in our region, and one of those is one put together by the Sayersville-Magafa County Main Street Program, Renaissance Program, gift certificates from a lot of local merchants. I know Seasonal Shop and Fraser's Prater Drug Store, and the before mentioned that I said the Keeping Room and West Maple Antiques. Mortimer Lofts has a one-night stay gift certificate in that as well. So some really cool prizes and some prizes that you just are unique to this area and you won't find anywhere else. And all you have to do to register to win is shop at one of those before mentioned locations. And you've got several days to do it. And a lot of Christmas shopping probably get done as well. Now, let's go on to your Licking Valley RACC outlook. Yeah, another cold one tomorrow. And as I said earlier, you factor in winds tomorrow out of the west, 7 to 16, 17 miles per hour. So wind chill factors tomorrow evening are going to be tough, man. 25 degrees tonight. We've had a slight wind out of the west, still holding on at 5 or 6 miles per hour, and that's enough to put a real chill on this evening after a chilly day in the upper 30s today. And again, we might hit 33, maybe 34, maybe not tomorrow for your Tuesday. And again, winds significant enough out of the west to make it feel like it's in the teens. For some folks in parts of eastern, maybe northern Kentucky, maybe even a bit colder than that as far as wind chills are concerned. It's going to be sunny, though. We've got that going for us. It will be sunny, but it will be cold, albeit clear. Nighttime lows tomorrow night, 16. By then, winds should calm down during the overnight. Wednesday, the winds pick back up, but so do temperatures. Winds out of the southwest up to 20 miles per hour or so, but we'll see sunny skies and around 47, so not near as brutal. And then Wednesday night's low is going to be right at freezing, which is going to be about the same temperature that you'll see at our best tomorrow during any time of the day and afternoon. But there is a pattern there that's at least good for a little while. 33, 47, 55, and mostly sunny on your Thursday. But as I mentioned earlier, we have a couple of systems that are going to give us some significant rain chances that could add up to an inch, could add up to more than an inch, maybe 2 for some folks in eastern Kentucky and parts of the Commonwealth. I don't want to go too far out on this limb as of yet because we've got time. We've got some sunshine and dry days ahead before we really have to hone in and worry about this and whether or not it might have anything to do with our hometown Christmas celebration. You'll notice that Saturday's forecast is mostly cloudy and a 40% chance of showers. Friday looks to be the first and maybe the heaviest rain of any showers that we see. 54 for the daytime high and a 90% chance of rain and showers. So again, let's just not fret too much over the changes that are in store starting Friday, certainly into Friday night as well, because we've got some time to figure out the timing of this, and I'll hope that, of course, we'll see some rain, maybe, but we won't see it have anything to do with everything that's going on in and around the neighborhood on Saturday. So more to come. But it's just Monday, so we've got a few days to see that forecast tweaked, hopefully to the better, and we'll be following it as it does. And I hope you follow me back here tomorrow night for the next edition of Your News Today. Good night, good Monday, stay warm, thank you for watching.